Hello, Miriam here at the Bureau with your Monday weather update. We're going to take a look at the low pressure system that's bringing wintry conditions to southeastern Australia, but we'll also have a sneak peek at the cold front that is expected to reach the west coast around midweek. But let's jump right in with today's weather map first of all. And we can see that the dominant weather system across the country is the low pressure system sitting to the east of Tasmania at the moment. It's generating strong winds, rain and cold temperatures for the southeast, starting to push up into parts of New South Wales and southern Queensland as well. Now this system is going to move into the eastern Bass Strait later today and bring some more of those wind and rain impacts to Victoria and New South Wales. We've got a number of warnings current, and you can listen to the details of all of those in our dedicated severe weather video for this low pressure system. Meanwhile, elsewhere across the country today, we're under the influence of this high pressure system moving into the Great Australian Bight. It's extending fairly settled conditions across these remaining areas of the country, so that means generally clear, dry weather. Looking at tomorrow now, that clear, dry weather is going to continue for most parts of the country. In fact, we're going to start seeing a dry southeasterly surge pushing once again up into the top end. It's a bit of a different story in the southeast, however. We're still looking at the influence of that low, even though it will be starting to move offshore through the course of tomorrow. We'll still see windy, wet weather across the southeast, but it will gradually start becoming a little bit patchier as the day goes on. It's also worth noting that over on the west coast, we're going to see that fine weather starting to become a little windy on Tuesday ahead of a cold front, which will be approaching more closely on the Wednesday. It should reach the southwest coast late on Wednesday, starting to bring some rain and stronger winds onto those land areas. It'll sweep through during Thursday, bringing more widespread rainfall totals to the southwestern corner of the country, as well as the chance of some thunderstorms or small hail about the southwest coast. Meanwhile, we'll finally start to see more settled conditions pushing into the east. You can see we've got a little bit of a drier day for New South Wales, Victoria and Tasmania. Let's take a look at those temperatures now. Generally very cool conditions through eastern and central parts of the country. Temperatures up to 6 degrees below average. You can see Canberra struggling to push into the double digits today. But by contrast, it's still fairly mild along the west coast. Temperatures for the most part in the low 20s. Going into tomorrow, we can see the cool conditions continue through the east, and that'll be preceded by a very cool morning indeed, with some frost starting to develop across our inland areas. The same can be said for Wednesday. Our overnight temperatures will drop fairly low through these inland parts of the eastern and central Australia, and our daytime conditions are following that similar cool pattern. Still mild in the west, but we can see a change as we go from Wednesday into Thursday. Our temperatures, particularly in the far southwest, drop back to the mid-teens, and that's the influence of that cold front starting to move through. So with a bit of weather on the way this week on both the east coast and the west, it's important to find all the details for your local area via the Bureau's website and the BOM social media. Have a good week and we'll catch you next time.